Okay, we're back. And we're going to go into the abyss. And we're going to get the rune finally. We did find it before, but I sort of fat-fingered the keys and left the abyss instead of going into my pog like I wanted to. That one's on me. Not a big deal. We'll pretty easily get the rune this time, I would say. That's a way out. We don't want to go out. We want to go down. As we get experience, we'll find ways down. None of this stuff can really hurt us. It could just be kind of mildly annoying. Since we're worshipping Che, it's not as easy to walk up to things and kill them. I suppose I could have used Haunt there if I really wanted to, but it's not a big deal. It's taking a little bit of time to get to the downstairs. I mean, we need to be on floor 3 at least. Here we go. That was our first experience portal down, and we're lucky enough to find another naturally occurring portal down. Now we're deep enough to find the rune. I'll be happy to go deeper though, even though most people don't. And it's not optimal, if only because it's safer on floor 3, but the thing is, we're worshipping Che, so stuff is significantly slowed down here. The spawn rate, I mean. Not too many runes left either. So maybe if we have some, if we have just a little bit of luck finding this rune quickly, I'll probably do one of the hells. I'll probably finish out Dis, which is going to be a real fun time with all those hell sentinels. Okay, let's go down. Oh, that was a way down. Did I get teleported just now? Maybe I shouldn't spam O like that. Oh, here we go. Let's go down. I'm willing to do this because, well, I'll find the rune a lot faster is the thing. Okay, we got some silence. Let's See, I don't like going into the silence, but the thing is that I'm almost positive there is a version of the final vault which has a silence specter inside of it. I'm pretty sure. So I kind of have to check it out. Although I don't recommend, in the general case, I don't recommend going into silence as a Che worshiper. Oh man. Clubs of Chaos, this is really bad. Let's use Cloud in case we get... Actually, let's Phantom Mirror this dude in case we get paralyzed. Nice. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm totally... I mean, I'm happy I went in here because the rune's here, but this is terrifying as a Che worshiper. We could have gotten paralyzed there. We're gonna cloud this stuff. We're going to get paralyzed, so... Man, I'm gonna Scatter Shot, which will kill the dude. This is really bad. Because if I get paralyzed, it's over. 60% on the paralyze if I were to try it to him. It's not super likely we get paralyzed. And I guess it wouldn't be over necessarily. I do have 45 AC. Still. I think I just either swing on him or I just Scatter Shot. Evocation's 12. I think we just swing. Okay, we got him. Silent Spectre. Unbelievable. Alright, well, we got the rune. Not without a bit of risk. If I was going to do that totally optimally, I probably would not have gone in there. Or I would have gone in there with a whole bunch of allies. Like Box of Beasts type stuff. Cool. So that was only 8 minutes in. So why don't we go ahead and go to this. Paralyze. Wow. That's a little scary. You move so slowly on Che that apparently you can be petrified before you even have a chance to act. Kind of a cakewalk from here. Just go down. Cool. We'll take out this Iron Giant pretty easily. Let's keep Lich Form up. The extra AC is nice. Even if there are no Tormentors around, although sometimes there are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start using Infestation over here. Because
Dude, this thing claims I have mail.
These slowed Hell Sentinels are going to be way more fun to fight than not slowed Hell Sentinels. This is a bit spooky. He's not infested, so let's fix that. Nice. It says the Iron Imp is infested. Oh wait, no. I was wondering where the other scarab went. Turns out the Iron Giant killed it. Okay. So we're out of mana. Why don't we fix that by resting up a bit? The actual entrance to this thing is this way. Little iron shot possible here. Like, if you do the math on this, you'll realize what a chance you're actually taking, because, okay, so two of these dudes, they do 75 damage on their iron shot each, so no haste yet, so 150 if they do max. Then the Iron Giant could do another 90-ish. Might as well say like 100, because I've shaved off a few points here and there. So 250 damage is possible right now. Perhaps a little less, if I happen to roll poorly enough. So I'm thinking we put anti-magic on and reduce the chance of that happening. There we go. It's a CPA, just sitting here. We're not going to use it. So yeah, Death Scarabs are insanely useful. They will slow anything in the game. It's one of the best spells in the game, I would say, which is cool because it's relatively new, and that tells me that cool things are still happening in this game. Cool new things. Okay, we don't want to take any more steps. Let's order our guys to attack the Sentinel. I've overextended a little bit here, but we can always teleport out. I say I've overextended because I lack mana. Wait, what am I doing? Wukat Moose spawned a long time ago, and I totally forgot about it. I should be using that. Wow, as soon as I step out of Dis, I'm gonna make a note to myself to grab Wukat Moose. Yeah, we could be having a way more fun time. Wow. Torment got me. Of course, one way to avoid being iron shotted is to haunt everything and then have stuff in between you and them. Makes it much less likely. This is risky. Yeah, I could have had a much easier time this whole time. Once I started relying on mana, I mean, Wukadmu is the best thing in the game to regain your mana, outside of certain god abilities. Plus, we actually have an okay amount of evocations training. By the way, Necromutation's down to 3%, so why don't we just start training evocations, especially now that we know we're going to be using it a lot. Oops, shouldn't have taken that step. Cool, he's slowed now. Taking that step was a bit risky, even with him slowed, but that's okay. Okay, we have an Iron Giant. Let's haunt him. Let's Lich Form for AC. Let's haunt him again. Iron Shot misses my Hungry Ghost, unfortunately, but missed me nonetheless. I should have Demissile up. I forgot to re-up that. Demissile is huge against Iron Shot. Hugely important. Let's infest this stuff. We'll get some allies soon. Yeah, our biggest problem right now is just mana. I am very foolish for having forgotten about Wukadmu, or at least grabbed a staff. Staff of Energy would have been okay as well. So we're moving through here a bit slowly, but that's, you know, that's Che. Slow and steady, right? There's a unique ring there. So I'm gonna go check it out, even if it might mean more hell effects. This is one of the places where we almost died. Might as well check out the other one as well. Couldn't hurt, right? Nope, just gold. No problem with the petrify there, nothing was around. Since we don't have Wukadmus on us just yet, the key here is going to be conserving mana. So let's haunt these two guys. Infestation's really good for conserving mana as well, because you get like a lot of bang for your buck. Okay, so Despotter, Iron Shot, Crystal Spear, Hellfire. Usual stuff. I would like to get a net on him if possible. He's only resistant to cold, so I'm gonna go ahead and infest these guys. It's cool he hit me, but I got a death scarab out of it. Now we are gonna pog this way in case I need to. And I'm gonna pull I'm gonna turn on anti-magic, and then I'm gonna pull Despotter to me. He tries to crystal spear me and fails. He is now anti-magicked. A lot of Hell Sentinels here, but remember they can't really hit me unless they have a clear shot, or a mostly clear shot. I could be using might and things for this, but meh. Okay, Despotter's pretty useless now. But he's got too many friends here. I think I need to reset this fight. Oh, that's Despotter. And his friends are coming. Well, I'm gonna... I'm not Lich Form anymore, so I'm gonna Holy Word. And I'm gonna teleport. Yeah, I don't want to fight all this stuff just yet. I will heal wounds. Okay, this is fine. I'm just gonna Ambrosia real quick, get some mana back, and heal wounds a few times. Oh, come on. I need to haunt this. So hopefully he gets slowed soon. We can always start sea blinking out if I really need to, but... Okay, good, we got the anti-magic on him. Got him, awesome. Alright, we should be fine. I'm gonna rest in this little room. Using Regenerate to do this faster. Let's try again. Okay, there's the Hell Sentinel. We will haunt him. Like, the thing is, a single Hell Sentinel, if we're at full mana, is not even remotely a risk to us. We just haunt it until it's dead, you know? The problem only comes in when we run out of mana. That's why I say that haunt is sufficient to finish the game. Because it can kill, I mean, you'd have a hard time naming something that haunt cannot kill with enough applications. So as long as you can keep your mana up somehow. Okay. Now we miscast haunt. Okay, I would like to be fully healed or close to it before I start this fight again. Looks like we're pulling stuff out of his lair. Nope, there he is. Let's see, we're gonna have at least one Hell Sentinel, unfortunately. Oh, man. I'm just thinking if I want to use resources, I kind of do. I have a decent amount of might left. Yeah, let's use might and agility. Haunt this. Go into Lich form. And haunt Despotter. If I can get Despotter next to me, it's over. Yeah. So now I'm just going to net him. We're in Lich form, we're might and agility, so we're just going to swing on him. He's going to lose his magic. He's so dead. I'm going to net him again. He's dead. Nice. Easy enough, right? I'll take a staff. Just blow through this Hell Sentinel. We're still mighted and... well, we're not agilityed anymore, but we're still mighted. Where's the rune? Must be in the last corner. Yep, there it is. I'm not going to use a teleport. We're kind of low. I mean, we're not exactly low, but we're low enough. We have 9 left. We're low enough for me not to want to use them frivolously. I mean, in reality, you should never use them frivolously, but I mean, I can totally. It's actually, I wouldn't say it's a frivolous use to teleport out of the branch into the hell. But I knew that we could survive up to that point, so. All right. Yeah, so we're going to change this to our B slot, and we're going to swap in between them. I'm going to keep the Staff of Despotter. I may even use it. It kills certain things very quickly with high evocations, which we have. Now we're only missing 2 runes, so let's go ahead and get one more. I'm going to go with Tartarus, because Gehenna I tend to get bogged down in. Tartarus I find to be harder, but faster. Plus, as long as we're in Lich form, I really don't have anything to worry about in here except for Shadow Fiends. Like this guy, but then I can just haunt him to death. And the thing is, like, if I want mana, boom, give me my mana. It's ludicrous how fast it restores. I mean, I'm basically cheating. I think it has the ability to confuse you, but I have clarity, so divination miscast. Let's see just how bad these are. I'm pretty sure it's only, yeah, confuse, int loss, MP loss. Yeah, nothing we need to worry about. We have clarity from the armor. If we didn't have clarity, then we would probably want to not be in lich form when we use it, because then we can confuse and whatnot. But yeah, this game would have been so much easier if I had remembered I had a Wukadmu. I mean, that's been available for the entire time I was having some rough trouble in extended. I wanna kind of pretend this run didn't happen. This is like some of the worst play. Not this video or not the last video probably, but just for a certain chunk of extended. I was trying to duke it out with a bunch of greater demons at the same time. It was ludicrous. It's not really a thing that you want to do on any character, or almost any character. Okay, heading down. We're only 30 minutes in, so I may even be able to do Gehenna on top of this, but no promises. I like to keep these videos to an hour. If you have been watching them, then you already know that. I'm gonna hit this thing, even though he might dispel undead me. We're fine. We have enough. We have enough friends around us that it's not a huge deal if we get dispelled once or twice. Wow, I'm glad that I did magic mapping here. Are there any more magic mappings? Nope. I like Tartarus because in almost all of it, it's possible to do digging and make kill holes, therefore. Doomhound's very susceptible to hexes. Unfortunately, I get howled. I get howled anyway. I forgot that they don't need line of sight for that. They can just, well, line of fire for that. They just need line of sight. Let's get our mana back. Wow, I really do feel like I'm cheating when I have Wukadmu. That's how good it is. Insanely good. But it should be. It's an unrand. You almost never get it. It's very, very rare. And I don't think that in a roguelike, I do not think that it's a bad thing for there to be overpowered items. They should be rare. There should only be like a couple. And they shouldn't instantly win the game for you. Like, by no means does Wukadmu, if you found it right at the very beginning, you wouldn't like automatically win the game or something. It's really good and extended, but otherwise, well, if you were using it from the beginning, you would burn through your cure potions pretty fast, probably. But with that said, it's on the high end of the power scale, power spectrum, and I think that's fine. I think that's cool even because it creates memorable narratives, I think they call it. I love how Torment just kind of happens every once in a while in here. If I don't happen to have Lich form up, that can be a bit of a problem. Alright, well that's a hatch, and that could lead me right to the runes, so why don't we turn on regen and rest a bit. Oh no. I want to be a lich, but I also don't want to take 100 damage from this thing. So let's let Haunt do the work. Sometimes Haunt doesn't really play too nicely. Like that time, it didn't really want to set the enemies, or set the ghosties in a position that was easy for me to walk backwards from. Okay, taking the hatch. This is an odd layout. I'm gonna have to duke it out with this dude. Man, that's my last magic mapping. I should have saved 2 of them. One for Gehenna's final boss, final floor, and one for Tartarus's. I'm gonna use it here though, because this is just a little bit obnoxious. I think this is the one with the big river in between. It's supposed to be the river Styx, I assume. Magic mapping. Oh yeah, that's it. This is the hardest. This is the hardest layout. I'm glad I magic mapped because I really had no way of knowing which side I was in. Well, no, if I had had this totally memorized, I would know it by the fact that this looks like a maze, and this part looks like a differently shaped maze. Like it's more blocky, and this is a spiral. But that's fine. Runes here, pretty sure. Let's... Yeah, the problem is this is one of the few Tartaruses where digging is not an option. So that's a real shame, and will be a bit of a problem. Whoa, not howled. Let's paralysis that dude. Notice how much easier it is when I have full magic all the time? Night and day. I should probably look at... Okay, this is how you... Well, no, that's not the exit. It's over here. I want to be out of sight of that Zot trap. And I want to walk across the river. Gonna haunt this Lich because he has Iron Shot. Well, he could have Iron Shot or LCS. Yeah, this is definitely a floor that you want to use magic mapping on, for sure. Whoa. Didn't quite see that Shadow Fiend show up, but he dies fast. And then we get another hell effect, unfortunately. Why don't we go ahead and lamp of fire that stuff. And we'll haunt the Shadow Fiend. We want to keep things in between us and him, as usual. Put my Mukadmu on. And he's dead. Cool. Let's find out what this ring is. One we don't care about. Haunt this guy to death. really need to haunt this Reaper to death, but I did. We'll target the original Shadow Demons, and hopefully all this stuff will disappear. Cool. Shadow Demons are pretty strong. I mean, they die easily, but... Oh, she's right here. Well, that's a little sooner than I wanted. I may have to teleport. Because I can't really, fight under silence. I mean, I can, but it's not a thing I want to do. Silence is really, 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 really bad for me, and Lich Form's ending. Let's teleport. Hopefully it takes us out. I'll refresh Lich Form. Yeah, okay, this is fine. Didn't think I would, pull all that stuff. Like, I thought she was in the inner chamber. But I guess I was making a bit of noise. Oh no. Oh man. Well, he can kill me. So I have to use a Scroll of Blink. And that can happen. He got like 2 really high damage Dispel Undeads on me. That was my fault for trying to duke it out with him. Whoa. We'll definitely be careful with the haunts this time. Oh, come on. Oh boy. Let's take a step. He wants me. I'm gonna end transformation, put up regen, put up ambrosia. So I heal a little bit faster. Definitely don't want to be at 50 hit points, that's for sure. Okay, let's try this again. I don't know why it's telling me it doesn't know how to get there. Because it totally does. Must be a cloud or something in the way. Alright, you can't. I don't think you can infest those. Okay, if we can just kill the Hell Lord's Shadow Fiend escort here, separate from her. And we'll be fine. Cool. I like it when it spawns a Shadow Fiend right next to me. One of the most dangerous things in the game that can happen, really. And it regularly happens in here, so be prepared. Alright, we got Moo. We are ready to go. I want to say that all the Shadow Fiends are dead. They might not be. I'm going to end my transformation, drink agility, for all the good it'll do me. It's not really all that helpful here. I don't think I need might. And I'd kind of like to save my mites for... well, there's really Asmodeus to go, and then any Panlords I see on the Ascent. I'll use might. Okay, so she does not have Dispel Undead, which is why we definitely want to be in Lich form. If she doesn't have her Shadow Fiends around, well, she's a lot easier to kill. Okay, we're silenced. That's fine. We have 2 haunts on her, so she will get slowed. And we've got plenty of evocables. Also, if I wanted to, I could despot her to death, and she would die very fast. We do have a lot of evocations. I'm trying not to let it come to that, though. Let's enslave this Hellbeast. I don't want to take a step, because that's too many moves. Box of Beasts. I'm going to swap on anti-magic is what I'm going to do. Man. I'm going to take a step. I'm going to take one more step. I don't like taking steps like that. Completely missed. Come on, give me my anti-magic. I've missed 3 times in a row. Okay, there we go. She's anti-magicked. I could net her, but her EV is so insanely high, I would really rather just swing. Because if I hit her, every time I hit her, I'm probably reducing her ability to do anything. Oh yeah, she's so dead. Down she goes. Very good. Really like these tiles. The new, well, new-ish Box of Beast tiles. Really cool. Okay. I grabbed that amulet. I'm not going to try it on because it might be faith or something that could cause me issues. I'm probably not going to use it at all, but we'll identify it nonetheless. Let's teleport. I have 8, and this floor sucks way worse than Dis 7 for me in certain ways. So I'm okay with sort of kind of frivolously using it. Okay, this path will take us to an exit. Or will it? Did I misread it? Oh man, I misread it. Even with magic mapping, it's kind of like, unless you look really, really close, it's pretty easy to think that there's a path when there's not. Okay, cool. Yeah, no thanks on the amulet. We already have RF plus, so. Okay, well, I'm gonna cut the video here. Next time, we're gonna finish out the game. We're gonna do Gehenna. Hopefully that won't take too long, and then we'll just do the Ascent back to back right after that. Until then, I am signing out.